We've got huge breaking news. Dan Ives, the Palantir bull, has raised his price target from $35 by $15 to $50. With his tweet here, he's saying that AI spending is going to take up more and more IT budgets as these organizations learn how to properly implement the technology. And he believes that Palantir, as the Messi of AI, is in a prime spot to continue to expand this pipeline since AIP is front and center. Now, with this bull case, he believes in the $50 price target as noted here in the tweet. Now, first, really quick, comment down below on this. I'm curious on your thoughts on how realistic or unrealistic this is to you, and maybe on the possible timing you think Palantir stock could hit this. Now, the first thing a lot of folks probably thought is, does this even move the stock right now? Well, as of this recording at 7 a.m. Central, the pre-market does not seem to be affected by this, up only around 0.64%, and honestly, not too surprising to me. But thinking about a $50 price target first, note this is not expected to instantly happen in Dan's book, of course, and I don't think anyone's expecting that. And typically is a year or more to reach the price targets for these analysts. It's not necessarily set in stone, but that would put Palantir around $111 billion in market cap with the current share float today. So with a bit dilution though, we know that actually hit to $50, it'd be a little bit harder and would be a slightly higher market cap, but regardless, that's the point. For sure, this is probably kind of mind-boggling for some people today to at least justify that as a fair value for them. Now, it's not even necessarily about hitting a fair valuation for hitting that target. First, as we've heard yesterday with Morgan Stanley, keeping their underperform rating but raising their price target still from $12 to $20. And honestly, it really just sounds like analysts are moving their price targets to match the current price target today to at least not seem really ridiculously out of touch, even if the numbers might not make sense to them valuation-wise. And maybe this is Dan's expectations too around increasing spending may see a actual real fundamental flow and change to their numbers, where even if Palantir still remains quote unquote expensive at $50 with a high multiple, the stock still moves there regardless because of uncovering or the eureka moment where all these IT folks he's saying figure out that AI is the one to take a huge amount of growth, of course, and they're going to position themselves with using Palantir. So just remember that there, it's not necessarily all about the numbers, but of course you got to take it with a grain of salt too. And Dan typically references his conversation with C-suites too about Palantir and maybe their thoughts on using it or what they hear about it, even if they don't use it yet. And that's the kind of access analysts get. So maybe there is something here brewing that we don't even know about as the typical retail investor. But yes, I do got to give my spiel even on the bull analysts. This is their opinion. And just as a bear analyst can be right or wrong, it's the same with the bulls. But it's up to you to decide what you think. But let me know your comments below and I'll see you in the next video.